Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Relix, and for today's video, you guys will notice I say some weird things, and that's because I recorded this video back in November of 2024, so it's been a couple months since I even remembered that this match was a thing. I just totally forgot to post it, or even edit it and make a video of it, so do apologize for that, but I hope you guys do enjoy the video. As for anything that is said at towards the end of the video, and even throughout the video as well, I do apologize. Disregard some of it. Obviously, it's past now, like tournament stuff, what videos is coming out, what my brother's doing, what I'm doing. But same thing applies at the end. I hope you guys had a great holiday, season, and of course, Happy New Year once again. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that it's kind of what happened, and yeah, I hope you guys just enjoy this. I wanted to put it out anyways just because it was a pretty decent match, and it's actually the first match between me and my brother on this channel, so that's why I wanted to put it out. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Take care. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Relix, and today, for the first time ever, I have an Advanced Wars match that includes both me and my brother. So, if you guys don't know who my brother is, he has a YouTube channel of his own, Sensei Shane. Go check him out, link in the description. We both play Advanced Wars. His name is Punchi on the sites. Obviously mine is still Relix Gaming. Punchi is his original Advanced Wars by Web name, so he made that early on, and it never decided to change it, or make a new account I should say. So that's what we've gone with, and he's been featured in a few other videos as well, so go ahead and check those out. Actually, Mangs, if you guys know who Mangs is, he actually does Advanced Wars as well, and he covered one of my brother's matches, so it was a really good match. But we're not here about that. We're here about this Fog of War match between me and my brother. We're not the same rating. He is much better at Advanced Wars than I am, for sure. However, in order for us to both get better, we decided to do a practice match. Obviously, a Fog of War, as you guys can see, and it turned out pretty fun. Frustrating for both of us, but that's what comes along with Fog of War, as we know. So, this one is called, this map is called Spiraling Out of Control. As you guys can see, it is a 3-base with one airport and one comm tower each. HQs are kind of distance away from our bases, so it's a little bit difficult to protect them 100% of the way. These are the kind of maps that I'm not a big fan of. The fact that you can't just have a tank or a recon or something protecting the HQ from the base, it just makes it that much more difficult. Definitely not casual player friendly type of maps. However, this one overall is pretty decent, because me and my brother are both experienced, of course, with the site, so not too bad. He chose Lash, I chose Andy. Usually, Andy is his favorite commanding officer, except for this time he chose Lash. There's a lot of actual terrain that he can utilize, such as cities, the forest as well, the silo platforms that are spread across the map. Very useful for Lash's day-to-day as well as her regular powers. I chose Andy because of the Fog of War aspect. If you don't finish off my units, I could retreat them into the fog and you won't be able to find them, and then I could use my powers to heal them up. I just experienced a 2v2 Andy match that got me and my partner destroyed. We underestimated the Andy's powers, and so that was something that kind of inspired me to use Andy in this match. In any case, I digress. Let's get started. So this is going to just be a quick run through. Obviously, capture phase, that's how it works. Build infantry, we go on. My brother is first player. I am the second player. Usually I like to be second player in most matches. He doesn't really care, but I think he likes first player more. But yeah, simple capture phase. You guys can see that how we are doing things. Both got our 3 bases going, and we are now starting to creep out of the area and towards the middle. And as you guys can see, at the end of my turn, on day 4, he hasn't built a vehicle. I have a recon on the bottom right corner, and you guys can see that our captures are just a little bit different. Just because I have the extra infantry, I'm able to creep out over here on this side. But overall, pretty much the same in capture. Let's see what they do. He builds a recon and artillery, so this is an interesting starting setup. Obviously the recon for range, but I've never really seen my brother build artillery to start. Usually he likes to do a quick attack on me. This isn't the first match, obviously, we played together, but he usually likes to strike first. I also built an artillery on the exact same opposite side. I think the artillery works well on this side. I am thinking he thought the same exact thing, so we are pretty much even. Recon, mech. Now that's what would surprise me. My brother's not a big mech builder, but because of the way the terrain works, look at this, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. All of a sudden you're on in this area. You can go on the mountain, you can go on the city, and you get a firepower bonus. That was something I did not expect. Obviously I can't see them yet, but when they do come into visual range, I do notice, and it does catch me by surprise. So I built the first tank, of course, on the bottom left side. I want to get it out there and see what's going on out there, because I know my brother likes to do a quick strikes. As you guys can see, he sends recon out. My recon's safe in the forest, so you can't see it. So that will allow me to automatically get the first strike on him. Builds a tank as well as another mech. Very surprising, didn't expect that as well. So I see the recon, I go for the first strike. I don't see any other tanks, so I'm relatively safe. And not to mention with the money that we've gotten so far, I knew that he couldn't have a tank as well. So that's why I pushed that in a little bit. Obviously he could have built a tank instead of the artillery, but I assumed that he built a recon on both sides, which he did, and that's why I was pretty confident to go in and do that. So continue to move in. I built a battlecopter as well as another recon on the left side. This recon to help with the range for the tank. But the battlecopter, in fog of war matches, battlecopters can be very tricky. You definitely want anti-airs of your own to, push away the battlecopters, but at the same time, battlecopters can move in and out and attack and then run away. You never know where it's going to come back out. The only difference in this map, though, is that there's not much terrain to utilize the battlecopter's movement. It's pretty open. There's only 2 mountains here that will block, anti-air. So overall, not the best unit to have all the time, but they can be utilized effectively. He sees my infantry and actually goes for the kill, but I do prevent him from starting that capture, so that's great. At the same time, it's not great. Obviously, I lost an infantry for free. He didn't take any damage whatsoever, so that's not great in its own right. Mechs are moving in. I see this one, but he's spamming mechs like this, so I can't even attack it with my recon, obviously. And the tank actually went this way towards the middle, and he also built a battlecopter of his own. I'm like, okay. So what do I see? I see a mech. I see my recon that I hit. I see this guy. I'm like, okay, interesting stuff. So I'm going to go interrupt that capture, because he interrupted mine and killed my guy. I'm going to interrupt his. Now obviously, look at that. I attacked and bam, I took 2 damages. Oh, that hurts. So that's unfortunate for me. And I want to keep my battlecopter hidden a little bit, so I don't move it straight up. I move it right here, thinking if he pushes, maybe he'll see this guy, because if he goes on the mountain, he'll be able to see my infantry. If he pushes, then I will be able to strike back at that recon. So that was my mindset. Yeah, that was my mindset going for that one. And then of course my tank moves in as well. We're fairly even. Capture game is exactly the same, and the only unit value difference right now is my extra infantry. But of course, I did lose one, so that's where it's not good. And of course, I have more infantry out because I built the battlecopter plus infantry so far. Alright, so he's starting to capture the middle, uses his recon with a silo platform and hits my recon hard. And even tries to attack it with his forest infantry. Kind of interesting because he took damage because of that. And now I see 2 mechs in this area. That's really bad. Did not expect the mech spam. Is very, very bold of him, I guess you can say. Builds an anti-air. Not that we can see each other's air units yet. He also built an artillery. This artillery will be protected by the mechs, and that will become very dangerous. So now it's my turn. My recon needs to get out of there. Obviously, there's not much I can do with it now. So I need to either repair it or just use it, continue to use it for vision. I see he's capturing over here. So this one is technically his. The map is divided by these two silo platforms and forests, so you can see that's on his side of the map. This one right here is mine, and I unfortunately am not in the position to go get it at this turn. But overall, you know, it's still a pretty even game. Alright, so I spam a bunch of tanks, thinking, okay, you are using Lash, you don't get air bonuses, so I'm pretty sure you may not have any battlecopters coming out too soon. But unfortunately, he does have one. Recons find my infantry in the middle and the tank, and they destroy me. So that's another free infantry dead. Obviously, I can't attack anything here. Even if my tank was in range, I can't go in and just attack it because there's a tank there. And obviously, I don't want to get first struck. Now the mechs are all together. They are moving very unitedly, and they can prove to be deadly. Even against my infantry, the mechs will just destroy me. So I really don't have many options here. That's a big ball of units that I do not have. As you guys can see, I'm more spread out than my brother is, and that gives him the huge advantage here. So I don't know why I did this. Stupid move. Look at the artillery. It's gonna blow me away. That was a pretty dumb move by me. Not sure what I was thinking. My artillery is still in the forest on the right side, so I'm hiding it while trying to go for the capture. Knowingly, I was like, okay, that was a dumb move. I see the battlecopter too. Like, I got nothing to defend here. This recon's dead, no matter what I do. So I'm like, okay, I gotta build a wall of infantry so he doesn't just straight up push me. And of course, now that I see the battlecopter and I see the mechs, I gotta build anti-air. Anti-air can kill mechs, so that's why I built them. So obviously one-shot with the artillery, as you guys can see. Totally stupid move by me. Don't know why I did it. And now my brother has the capture advantage on this turn. Interrupts my capture over here. Mechs are moving into a way to protect the artillery. And not to mention, I can't exactly attack into this because, again, mech on a mountain, mech on a city, and then of course my infantry are not in the position to attack the mech on the road. So this is a devastating wall here that I cannot push myself into, otherwise I'll just get stomped on. So my brother seems to have the huge upper hand at this moment. I cannot check stats, I don't believe, right now. Yeah, I don't think I can check the stats right now. So I think he's killed, what, 3 of my guys now? Pretty bad. So artillery kills the guy who's interrupted my capture. I used my recon to scout out the area to see all his vehicles. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see anything. So my guy's probably going to die for free. I do attack into the mech though with 2 infantry. Pretty stupid of me. Didn't even realize he was going to have another one too. And I kill a recon. Great. This tank is in range to attack my tank though, so that's pretty bad. But I'm thinking my battlecopter has my tank covered, so I don't have to worry too much. Not to mention I have my units coming in and blocking too. I move my tank over here where I would think he wouldn't see it, but he does. But of course I have another tank in support as well. I build a medium tank and a mech, so obviously I'm leaving this side vulnerable. I'm thinking, okay, his vehicles were in the middle. I'm going to push all my vehicles and stuff to my right side, which is my weak side, and make a push on this side, while holding my infantry wall here, thinking, okay, maybe he won't push if he sees my infantry wall because he thinks I have vehicles behind them. So that's my mindset. I'm going to send everything going to the right. That's why I also built the medium tank, because anti-medium tanks are very powerful. They are very durable, and then of course I can use my powers to heal them up. So that's the mindset there. And he was full defense over here, as you guys can see. More mechs, a lot of infantry, and 1 artillery with the battlecopter. He's not pushing, he's just staying cautious, which is a mistake, obviously. Tank gets a hit on my tank, kills my recon, kills my infantry. So as you guys can see, I attacked into this, and I am getting destroyed. Everything is dying. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? 4 or 5 units gone all this turn. There's another one. I got destroyed completely on this turn. Very devastating turn for me, as you guys can see. He has a huge unit lead now, and he hasn't even built yet. So there's an entire tank, and tank all of a sudden leading me by 20k in value, and I only have 19k to build with, and I can't even see anything now. So I moved my battlecopter in thinking, okay, he doesn't have the anti-air available to kill me. Obviously he used that one to kill me, but I didn't see it, I don't think, at the time. I see it now, so there we go. So I need to hit it, which I will with my tank. Yay! Unfortunately, there's a tank here as well that will do some damage to me. Mean tank moves in, tank hits the recon. Unfortunately, I did not kill it, and my other tank retreats to get healed. And again, I'm seeing all my vehicles over here, because the push over here was pretty devastating, so I'm thinking again, as long as these guys are here, he probably will not attack on that side. Therefore, I could slowly build up, for example, the mechs over here, and maybe put up a wall that will prevent him from ever charging. So I'm not sure what is going through his mind, but look at this. Look at this nice wall defending that artillery. That's crazy. Obviously, it's a good thing that I'm shifting over here, because he has a huge upper hand on this side. Look at that. Look at this engagement right there. Unbelievable. And of course, he uses his tank to finish that tank off, so I can't heal it with my power. Anti-air gets a hit on my battlecopter. Devastating for him, because it took 2 damage, and my super can heal that battlecopter to full health at this point. Same thing with these mechs. He's just literally just sending them to their deaths. Didn't damage me enough. Again, I got my super. Unfortunately, my brother made, just like me, I made a mistake. My brother has made the mistake of attacking into me as well. Look at that. I have my super. These guys are all going to be full health on my turn, and he just wasted a few of his units, including those mechs, who could have been used as walls, and or who knows, maybe they could have survived if they were on cities or mountains, if they, if I attacked into them. So unfortunately, my brother made that mistake and lost some units there. Now my turn rolls in. Alright, this is what I see. I use my super. Obviously, I had a few damaged units on this side, so I had to. So here we go. Medium tank makes its presence known, destroys a recon. Excellent. Other medium tank has a movement boost, so it gets a little bit further. Tank rolls in, hits the tank on the city. Tank on the HQ moves in, kills that tank. Infantry gets trapped. I use this guy just to see if we can get some vision. All is well though. Got another tank. Boom, another destroyed unit. And then of course I go hit the artillery. Perfect. And I also see that there's no anti-air in this location, so my battlecopter is free to do whatever it wants. Heck, I even attacked here. I think it was a low roll to try and kill it with my super going. Yeah, so it was a low roll to try and get it, but I risked the chance anyways. It's not like the mech can come back and kill me anyways, so I did that. Artillery moves in. I see that there are no units here that can actually attack my artillery, so I feel confident going in like that. And then of course I send my battlecopter over here to attack a infantry for free, because this anti-air, it's not going to reach me. And I don't think he has another one. Obviously he does, but it's a good thing I moved it that way, because now this guy is out of position, he can't actually do anything. So that's great. And again, I'm moving everything to the right and middle so that he doesn't push over here. He doesn't suspect anything at this time. And I built another mech. And recons, because I got to build that battlecopter. I want to keep my unit value up, because I lost so many units in the past that with this power and this pushback, it's brought me back into the game. And with these medium tanks now in the field, he doesn't have anything to respond to them. As you guys can see, there's nothing on the field right now that he can use to attack them, except for the battlecopters, but they're on the other side of the map. So that was a huge turn for me. Huge turn. I had been losing up to that point, but his mistake was pushing so hard and suiciding some units that I got my super. Alright, so now his turn is up. Uses his super as well. Infantry moves in. Can't see anything though. Recon moves over here because it's damaged to see what's going on over here. Can't see anything except for my base. So that's solid. And mech attacks suicide against my tank. And this tank attacks my entire, killing it in one shot. That's a great investment for him. 1 damage, not a big deal to me. Infantry attacks my guy. And artillery attacks my artillery. Not a big deal. Tank attacks my tank. Didn't kill me though. And he starts to push with his infantry. He said he's tired of playing defense. And look at that. He's, again, with these mechs and these infantries, he doesn't have to fear. Because there's nothing here to actually attack him. So he made a good decision to move out on this turn. He even tried to attack here and he failed. Perfect. So my tank actually gets to live unless he uses his entire. I don't remember if he does. He does not. He retreated it into the corner. He built a Neo tank to respond to my medium tank that he saw. The one medium tank. He didn't see the second one though. So that's great. So as you guys can see after his turn, he's still leading in both value and unit count, but again, I'm second player, so let's see what happens after my turn. But he has had the capture advantage the entire game so far because I have yet to capture this one neutral city. It is on my weak side, so it is more difficult for me to put out infantry considering that this is my only base and it needs to produce vehicles because it's going against his strong side. So unfortunately, I am short-handed in the capture department this entire game. But yeah. I don't want him to see my extra battlecopter coming in, so I stayed away from this recon. And I made my second medium tank presence known. I don't think he realizes that it was a second medium tank, because if we actually go back a couple turns, this is the one he saw. So he can't actually see what's going on around here. So for all we know, or for all he knows I should say, this is the same medium tank that I used before, and now he can't see it. Because the other one goes into this force. So he can't see that I have 2 medium tanks. He thinks I still have 1. So I'm going to mop up a few of his units here. I don't fear that he has another anti-air because that was his only one in the area that we saw before. So I'm going to retreat my units while still killing his infantry off. And over here I see he made his push. So I'm going to try and knock off some of his infantry while protecting my mech. To see if, maybe I'll scare him off so he doesn't push too hard. And yeah, my artillery is going to die here. Big whoop, I don't care. He can use the tank, go ahead. I got a bunch of guys here to back him up, no problem. Saying that I don't have, or I left this anti-air possibly in danger, I built a secondary anti-air just in case. And some more infantry. Of course, I want to keep building my battlecopters because I have a feeling he's not building as many anti-air as he should have. Obviously, I know that he has battlecopters of his own as well. So my mentality is battlecopter on battlecopter engagements, and I will win because A, I'm Andy, I can heal my battlecopters, and B, Lash does not get battlecopter bonuses from terrain, so it's a huge advantage on my part. And as long as I get the first hits, that's what matters. It's difficult to do, especially in Fog War, which makes it even worse, but I feel confident in my ability to do so. Tank moves in, kills my infantry. Tank moves in, kills my artillery. Sees my battlecopter. I don't see this anti-air, but I'm not going to keep my battlecopter around. There's no reason to, right? And on the left side now, he's pushing harder. As you guys can see though, I have nothing over there. So this push came at a perfect time. Even got to my neck, so I can't even kill his recon. Battlecopter moves in, infantry comes in. He's just stomping on top of me now. And there's no, look at that. He killed, what, a few guys, including the mech, and I can't even fight back. Unbelievable. Exceptional time to push, by the way. His Neo tank is still over here in the top right corner. Kind of out of the way still. So, okay, now I'm like worrying because A, my comm tower is in that direction, and a couple cities. I'm already losing. I already realized that from the get-go that I still haven't captured the city. And that means I'm already down by 1 city in the capture. So, nothing I can do. So, I didn't move back far enough. There's an anti-air, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is in range of the battlecopter. But the battlecopter has done its job. It's earned itself in, technically. So, I don't mind that it's going to die, but at the same time, I'm going to try and keep it alive, block it here. So it has this anti-air 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has to kill this tank in order to get through to the battlecopter. I see these guys, I'm like, ooh, okay, let's block here and attack the city dude. And I even kill it, so now the anti-air can't even get through at all. So perfect wall for the battlecopter to survive. I see the recon and I'm going to kill it, revealing that I have another battlecopter. That's totally fine by me. He doesn't see this one though. And of course on the left side, I'm just going to do as much damage as I can. Try to damage his infantry, so Scorched Earth. That way I don't have to worry about the cities being captured right away, right? That's my only option. And so I do pull back some of these forces. I only see one tank. Unfortunately, I only have a mech defending that side, so it's not great. I need to start to reinforce that side. Again, I didn't move my medium tanks, thinking that he's going to have some kind of response here. Probably dumb. Not to mention, look at this battlecopter. Where is it going? I don't know. That was pretty dumb of me as well. I just wanted to see what's up over here, but of course, using a battlecopter to do that, big mistake. However, he does not actually find that battlecopter. Left side continues to destroy my units. My goodness, look at all my infantry dying. It's so sad. Sees the anti-air, but he still attacks into my mech, killing it. Obviously now I can't even get my anti-air around. He sees this anti-air as well. I can't do anything about it. He's just destroying me. I'm just losing everything. Look at this. I got absolutely massacred. All those guys are dead. Killed the tank, but obviously this anti-air cannot actually get through. Unfortunately, he cannot see this battlecopter over here. So his anti-air moves over here, and my battlecopter gets to live. Both of them, in fact. And he even keeps his Neo hidden back in here. It's like, he doesn't see this guy. So why didn't he move it like right here? I'm not sure why, to be honest. Builds an artillery, builds a rocket launcher. This is his strong side, and he built a rocket launcher. This right here was a very interesting move. Now that I'm looking back at it, I don't think he needed to do that. As you guys can see, 22,000 on this turn. Probably would have been more beneficial to just build either more units, power and numbers, right? Or maybe a medium tank, you know? So, very interesting build. My turn rolls in, day 16, or bottom half of the gate 16. Make my medium tank known, getting away from the Neo tank, of course. Hits the tank, kills the tank. This rocket, even if it was built, you know, on this forest, you know, you don't want to leave it back there necessarily. I'm not gonna push the strong side. There's no reason to do that necessarily. I gotta get my units out here. I realize this is the only tank, so this tank can't actually attack these anti-airs right now. So as long as his infantry are damaged, he won't be able to capture it relatively fast enough. I make my second battlecopter known. There we go. Probably didn't expect that, to be honest. And then, of course, if he uses this anti-air, he's just going to lose it for free. This battlecopter has already earned itself in and has been repaired before. So, not really scared that if I lose it. In fact, it would be a great trade-off. So obviously I continue to build some troops as well to keep my numbers up as much as I can, even though he has pure dominance over here. Interestingly enough, not enough tanks. He built a lot of infantry and continued to build infantry. If I was him, I would have used, you know, either retreated some of these guys to get healed up, or, you know, start capturing right away. As you guys can see, though, he is starting to, you know, capture as well. He knows that I don't have any tanks, so he put his tank in front because the anti-airs cannot kill tanks. Moves his battlecopters back as well. Rocket and artillery stay here. Interestingly enough, I don't know why, because this right here, that's a waste of time. There's no way I would push a 2-base that's hiding behind rivers, especially when I only have tanks. I'm pretty sure he should have realized that. Obviously, we're both panicking. We're both under stress. At this point, we both thought we were losing. This game almost became a live game. Not even joking. After maybe I think turn 10, I think the game became a live game, and we were playing back and forth. So, yeah, I don't know what he was thinking in this this moment, but I guess that goes with live, right? You don't know what your opponent's doing. You don't know what they have, and so I think he got scared for sure because my medium tank made itself known. And in fact, he can now actually see both medium tanks this turn. So I think that's another reason why he is starting to play more defensive as well. So as you guys can see, it's my turn. I'm only 5k down and only 3 units down. Right now I have the upper hand. But of course I don't see this nail tank. I don't see this rocket. You know, I don't know what he has. I'm like, okay, he's winning over here. He must have built a bunch of tanks and sent them over here, right? He had to have. But I still don't see anything with this recon, so I'm like, interesting. I'm going to send infantry to capture that city. Battlecopters are shifting left to engage his battlecopters and tanks with my anti-airs, keeping my units hidden. He's going to get my comm tower for free. He's going to get this city for almost for free. I think I actually intercepted with this guy. And then of course this one being captured as well. I even shipped all of my guys to the left side / middle, because I'm like, okay, I gotta defend this side. So he sees I built medium tank. I actually didn't use my infantry. This is the guy who's giving me vision on this mountain, so I can't afford to lose him right now. So there goes a comm tower, and there goes an infantry. So now all of a sudden I'm losing the capture game by 2k, and I don't have my comm tower. That's a huge detriment. And again, this artillery is just chilling, being hidden and protected. And again, right here, this is where I think all of his medium tanks or tanks and battlecopters, all of his units, all of his super units are just sitting right there, waiting to pounce on me. And that's why I moved my guys left. But unfortunately, they're actually chilling behind the river. Oddly enough. Look at that free battlecopter kill. Lovely kill right there. Alright, my turn rolls in on day 18. I'm like, ooh, battlecopter. Let's juicy battlecopter. Let's get it. Woo! Nice. And this rocket can't even attack anything just yet. I go for his city instead of the neutral one, thinking, okay, all of these units are probably over here. I'll attack over here. No problem. I use my recon to see. I can't see anything. I can't even see this rocket. So I go in and just start attacking everything here. I'm thinking, okay, there's no way he has a rocket. Even then, an artillery maximum, artillery would only hit the tanks, not my medium tank. So I was feeling kind of safe. So there we go, I'm moving in, making my pushback on this side. Thinking, okay, I don't see anything. Maybe he doesn't have as much as I thought he did. And I keep up for my units, building for a turn. His turn rolls in. Uses his power. How much did he have? He had just over his power, so he decides to use the power this turn. Recon moves all the way to the center to get vision. Look at all that vision. My goodness, he can see everything. That's crazy. Mech suicided into my anti-air. Very weird. Battlecopter hits my battlecopter. Ouch, that hurt. So I lose my battlecopter. Mech kills my infantry. Ouch. And he's still sending some infantry. Anti-air kills my anti-air. Ouch, that sucks. But he doesn't realize that I built so many anti-air. So that's lucky for me that I have backups. Recon stops the capture on the right side. Infantry finishes him off. His rocket, oddly enough, he can see this guy. He can see this one. So oddly enough, he used his rocket to attack my 6th tank. Let's take a look at that. This powered up rocket can see my medium tank, and he attacked my 6th tank instead, the weakest tank here, and instead of my medium tank. Look at the damage. Why? I'm not certain. I'm not gonna lie, I am uncertain of why he did that. I would say it was a misclick, but that's a pretty good distance away from each other. Bro, take a look at this. You tell me, what was your mindset in this one? Because I think this is literally the point where, you know, you made a huge mistake in that part. Like, what was that about? I don't know what that was about. Neo Tank, still unknown to me, by the way, moves in a little bit. But yeah, he's very defensive on the side. So I was thinking to myself, oh, it's an artillery. Okay, cool. Wow. I You know, because he used the rocket, and that is in artillery range, right? So I was thinking, oh, okay, it's got to be artillery. So I'm going to move away. So over here, I try to do as much damage as I can to the infantry, like I said. Get my hyper upgrade, recover all my units. So let's see. I recovered 10k in value. Alright, so all my battlecopters here, they're repaired. Everyone's pretty healthy. And now I get the extra movement boost. Oh my goodness, I see the Neo tank. Whoa, okay. I was thinking his super units would be on the left side, and yet they weren't. So that came as a huge surprise, and my medium tank can't reach it. I have nothing to counter this guy. So I'm going to run away. Hit the anti-air. My other units move in. This tank moved in to get vision. That way I can see what's up over here. Medium tank gets trapped, unfortunately, but I do use my anti-air to pretty much destroy that guy. Battlecopter moves in to attack his battlecopter. Tank moves in to finish the anti-air. Tank moves in to finish that, or attack that recon. So it's not like I did a lot of destruction, but I did get a huge territorial advantage. And then this right here, that was pretty stupid of me. I see the anti-air, and yet I just kind of just moved myself into range to die. That was a really stupid move. Not to mention, I saw this guy over here. He could easily just move his artillery right into range. And that's what I thought he was going to do. So, I don't know what I was thinking. That was a pretty dumb move by me. His turn rolls in. My medium tank's running out of fuel, by the way. So, tank moves back. Anti-air goes in and kills the battlecopter. Artillery moves a little bit closer. Rocket moves over as well, because before that, it was out of range. It actually can't hit anything. Now that it's over here, it can hit my medium tank while protecting this city. So I still think he doesn't have a rocket. I think it's an artillery that's right here now. This one's going to move over here. So, fool on me, right? Kills my infantry that was giving me vision. Neo tank destroys my infantry. I don't know why the fog is all buggy now. Artillery hits my tank on the bottom left. Tank kills my recon. Tank hits my tank. Battlecopter kills my battlecopter, along with the infantry. Oh no, he failed to do that. And then he kills it with 3 units. And then of course, this medium tank gets hit by a battlecopter. Not the worst thing to do that, because I still have a battlecopter here. He even suicides his mech by attacking that tank. That's kind of interesting. Alright, so this artillery moved down here. I didn't see that. I was thinking it moved right here. And I'm thinking he doesn't have anything to counter me. So, I'm going to continue my attack up there. I don't think I do that first, but I do stuff down here. Mopping up some... I unfortunately did not get the attack here that I wanted. Put this here. If I target here, right there, 40-11%, I was thinking, come on, please give me a little luck. I did not, and I failed to kill that battlecopter, so that sucks. So I used the extra tank. Didn't work again, unfortunately. I thought for sure the infantry probably did at least enough damage that this guy would kill it. Unfortunately, he did not. Backfired. I actually took damage, so that really sucked. I was really upset about that because my luck was not up to par at this point. But again, we both believed that we were both losing. We both thought we were just both getting destroyed by each other. So, you know, I'm panicking. I'm thinking I gotta go all out right here and try and make a difference. I stayed here and attacked the anti-air, thinking there's nothing over here, and the artillery is right over here, which will keep his units at bay for now. Not to mention it's an anti-air. I hit a tank and an anti-air. Seems pretty worth it, you know, as long as an artillery doesn't come and kill me, because it won't kill me in one shot. So he has to waste units to attack that medium tank. By the way, I built a bomber. He doesn't realize it. So I see the Neo tank, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to build my bomber over here. He may just send it over here, thinking, okay, I might be able to, you know, catch his units over here if he keeps moving this way. So I'm thinking, I'll go that way too. That was my mindset when I built that bomber. This bomber is targeting the Neo tank, and it both will start traveling this direction. Let's see what happens. Recon moves in, sees what I got. still think it was an artillery that was right here that attacked me. I have no idea it's a rocket. No clue that it's a rocket. And I lost my beam tank. Battlecopter moves in. Anti-air kills my infantry, capturing. Now he's starting to move his guys out a little bit. Obviously right here he has killed my battlecopter as well, or hits it rather. He doesn't kill it. Nice juicy hits for him. All while still having vision. Oops. I don't know what happened there. Neo tank moved onto the silo platform. I am out of range still. I cannot get to it. Not without a super, which I was thinking I can see it. I can see it. Can I get my super this turn? No, there's just no way I'm going to get my super this turn. At least I don't think there's any way. So move in, try and do as much damage as I can. Yeah, heck, I was even thinking, can I get my super to attack that battlecopter? No, there's just no way I'm going to be able to hit it this turn. But I am capturing my city and my comm tower back. So I really pushed back on this side. That's great. And yeah, my units are going to survive. They're going to get healed. All is well. I still see this Neo tank. So I'm still going to think he's going to go over here. So I'm going to continue to chase it. I am now in range. And I think he's going to go over here. Next turn, I may get my super, so I can use it to destroy that Neo tank. So, continuing the attacks. Continue trying to get this neutral city, by the way. It's still uncaptured. So, his units have been practically decimated. So now he's kind of just spread out across the entire map. He needs to rebuild his armies and get them into position. Also, can you also notice 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry, and they are kind of not in position to do anything. Sorry, 5, because this one's capturing. So I have a decent upper hand here, except I don't realize it. I thought I just got lucky over here, and that all the super units are just right here, waiting to destroy me, right? But I can't see that. Neo tank retreated. I don't know why or where it's going, but it hasn't done anything yet. It's killed what? 1 infantry, actually. I think it killed 1 infantry. That's all it's done. So, kind of useless. Use this guy to scout and see where, what's going on over here. I don't see anything. Going to interrupt this capture. Put my tank on the forest. And I'm continuing to move my forces in a way that I can defend myself in preparation for my super. Keeping my medium tanks alive. Make sure I have an anti-air ready as well for the support against battlecopters. I'm thinking the Neo tank is somewhere right here, and it may strike on this next turn, so I keep my bomber in range of the anti-air if I get my super. Because I'm thinking that Neo tank will maybe attack me. Like, look, I even had the money, so I even built a T-copter so I could help transport infantry across this river and mountain. So I was thinking I was going to use this T-copter and just put it right here. That way infantry could go right inside and then onto the mountain and constantly give me vision every single turn if I built an infantry, which would have been really handy. That was the reason I built the T-copter. The T-copter has nothing to do with anything else in this game, to be honest. That was the whole reason I built it. So this rocket's now out in the open. He has a couple artilleries as well, but again, not a lot of infantry. And he's going full defense there. Neo tank moves in, kills another infantry, so that's 2,000 invested in that Neo tank. Not big. Not big at all. So you guys can see on his turn, he can't see my units. The only thing he sees is this 2 infantry. So he's in a panic state. I'm in a panic state. And we're kind of both in a way that, who's going to take advantage? Obviously, I have my super coming. I have damaged units. I need to make sure that my next push is a strong one. So I want to keep my units hidden as much as I can while still moving in to capture stuff. So look, I start to capture these 2 cities on the left side. I'm going to start trying to make a push for his HQ. I think to myself, I have infantry. I have the tanks. I have my power. I may be able to push for that HQ cap. Who knows? We'll see. And he can't exactly tack into my ball of troops. Not to mention a bomber that he has yet to discover. He has not seen it to this point, and I even keep it outside of recon range. So again, like I said, I moved the T-copter here. I'm going to continue moving infantry just like that. I even built an APC because My Battlecopters are running out of fuel. My medium tanks are probably going to... Look at this guy. He's got 27 fuel left. And with my power, he's going to stay healthy. So I need the extra fuel, you know, to get him, to keep him moving. As well as the bomber, who's traveled across the whole map. So, his turn. He can see a couple of the captures going. Obviously, look at all the units. He doesn't have too many things that will destroy my medium tanks. So he's got to move his indirects perfectly into position. Uses his terrain tactics. He has his power. He had his super, but decides to use his power. I'm like, okay. That was an interesting move. Again, this is all live game right now. Gets trapped, can't see. Or, can't see. Can't move into the forest with his recon. Neotank moves left. I don't know what this means. I still don't know what this Neotank is doing. And I don't think I remember if my brother told me what he was doing with the Neotank either. But it hasn't done anything. Just killed 2 infantry, that's it. So it's just chilling. And he sees that there's like no units over here. So he's going to start moving his infantry in to try and capture my cities. Tank moves in. Ooh, now we can see my medium tank. Uses a Battlecopter to interrupt the capture. But look, there's an anti-air. He's probably thinking, oh, there's an anti-air. Uh-oh. That's probably a dead Battlecopter for sure. So he decides to go for a huge... He actually should see both medium tanks now. Huge defense on the HQ. Huge defense on the HQ. Look at the artilleries. Look at the tanks. The Battlecopters. He has got 3 Battlecopters, by the way. And he builds another tank. More tanks. More and more tanks. Okay, so this is now turn 24. You guys can see the values. I actually have a lower value, unit value, but we'll see what happens. So, and obviously, gotta get my super, right? So, anti-air destroys Battlecopter for free. Excellent. I still have one more. It's currently out of range, but I'm thinking I could probably get to it. Once I get my vision, of course, I will see it. Medium tank kills an artillery for free. Awesome. Battlecopter, I used to get myself vision. I'm like, ooh, I could probably get to that Battlecopter. As well as, look, it's a rocket launcher. I gotta hit that for sure. Battlecopter moves in, attacks the tank. Ooh, now there's another Battlecopter. Excellent, I can do this. If I could get my bomber in range, look, it's only 1 movement away with my super from attacking that rocket launcher. I gotta hit it. Super activated. Medium tank moves in, destroys this tank practically. Now I was thinking to myself, can a 10 infantry get the job done? I mean, look at that, 5 to 13% chance. Can this guy get it done? Probably. Who knows? I kill a Battlecopter. I'm like, okay, I see everything. Do I take that chance? But no. I use a tank, a 9 tank, to destroy that tank. Because I need to make sure that rocket gets hit. Rocket gets hit. Excellent. And obviously I'm going to start pushing, sending all my guys. I'm sending everything at that HQ now. And this Neotank is still 2 turns away from doing something. Boom. And look at all the while, this right side, look at this. Nothing happening over here. Nothing is happening over here. And I said, forget the T-Copter, let's send it out there. He says he's got to push everything over here. Probably won't have much time to invest over here. So I start moving all my Battlecopters that way as well. I even built a fighter, thinking that, oh, I have a bomber. Fighter would be perfect to counter me if he has the money. His turn now. On turn 25, you guys can see there's a huge unit value and unit number, unit count difference. My brother just regroups and builds a missile launcher and resigns. Very, very close match. My brother and I, we admitted to each other that we were both under so much stress. We both thought we were losing the entire game. Both of us. Oh, look at that. Certain maintenance server. Server maintenance. Sorry, guys. So, yeah. Overall, very good game. Well played by both of us in some regard, but at the same time, we both made huge mistakes. What really caught me off guard was his mechs. I did not expect those mechs in the beginning. That was a strong point for him, in a matter of speaking, but He did admit that he went way too defensive on the left side, and therefore, as you guys saw, he built too many infantry and not enough tanks, and that's kind of what allowed me to get back into the game. A, the fact that the left side was vulnerable to tank fire, so I was able to push back, and then B, in the middle where his Neo tank currently is on the screen, he got destroyed by my medium tanks and he had no response to it. Again, he built that rocket launcher. That right there, that was the dagger for himself. Unfortunately, building that Neo tank or rocket launcher sealed the deal, because had he continued his attack on the left side with more units, heck, even if he sent the Neo tank in that direction, there is nothing I could have done. He had my comm tower, so he had 20% extra attack, and he had an extra city at the time. He had the capture advantage the entire match until I got that city and comm tower back. So overall, I think he should have pushed harder on that side for sure. He had a huge advantage, but unfortunately that Neo tank that he built didn't do anything. He killed 2,000 in value, and then the rocket itself didn't do its job enough, and so he lost. So that was a really successful game for me. Again, we both suck in Fog of War, but I've been trying to do more Fog of War matches in general just so I can get more practice. It's kind of up and down. I still have issues. Like, I played another Fog of War match with a guy who's now my friend. I was feeling the pressure. It was a Grim versus me adder, and I was losing practically halfway through, and then I said, okay, I'm just going to screw it. I'm going to charge. I pushed hard on my final turn, and then I resigned. After the match was over and I refreshed the page, it actually turned out I destroyed everything. There was nothing left in the fog that could have stopped me. And so while I think it's psychological, while I think I was losing, I was actually destroying the competition, but I resigned and I lost. So Fog of War, very difficult to get a handle on, but that's why we're practicing. That's why we are both playing against each other. Be sure to check out his channel. He will do a video. There is a, what is it called, Smacky Cup, I think it's called, Fog of War tournament going on right now, and we practiced the first round for him because only he wanted to enter it. I didn't want to enter it. I didn't want to deal with it. So check out his channel for that video soon. I don't know when it's going to be coming out. Technically speaking, we haven't actually finished the match, so he'll probably wait until then, because we finished the match itself, but we're just kind of prolonging it so his opponent in the tournament doesn't see what we did during the match. Obviously at this point it's probably going to be, you know, whatever, because they've already played their turns, so we could probably end the game now and it won't matter. So that video will probably come out within the next week or two. I don't know when he'll make it. He is going to be quite busy this month, but check his channel out for that, as well as any other Advanced Wars content. But overall, again, stay tuned for more content from both of us. This is just one of those fun matches. Who knows? We'll probably do more matches. We do have another Fog of War match going on right now, so we'll see how that goes. But until then, that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit the like button, comment down below what you guys thought, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to his channel as well. Be sure to check out both our content. Right now, I am currently doing a Fire Emblem Binding Blade normal Iron Man run. If you guys have not checked out those videos yet, please be sure to do so. It is my first time ever playing, so I have zero prior knowledge going into this run. And then, of course, after that, we may even do a hard mode Iron Man run, if I succeed, that is. So we'll see how things go there. Be sure to check out his channel for, he's playing Halo Wars 2 right now on Legendary. That is the first time we've ever done it. Not to mention, I hate that game, so I'm not playing that. But he's also doing some Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I already did Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, so please be sure to check out my videos on those. And yeah, going into December as well as next year, he'll probably be doing finishing Path of Radiance, doing Radiant Dawn. Who knows, maybe he'll do Binding Blade hard mode Iron Man, because he's played it before. I have not, so that's just what to keep in mind what's going forward into the rest of this year. Like I said, I'm playing Binding Blade. I may just do a hard mode right after. That'll probably wrap out my year as well. But that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. And until the next one, take care of yourself. Have a good holidays time, November, December, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.